world, it's Leilah Finch, and I am so sorry. Ba-da-do-a-da-ba-do. We're gonna pretend there's a cool intro here. I really didn't plan for this to happen. I mean, obviously, because if I had planned, then this wouldn't have happened because I would have planned, and that's the whole thing with planning. You plan, and I don't plan, so I'm sorry. I know that I don't really have a lot of viewers, so it, doesn't really matter, but also I did have, a few, enough where people in my life are asking me about it, and that's the worst part. When people ask you about it in your real life, and you have to be like, oh wow, that person watches me on a screen. That's a weird concept. And then you have to think, oh my gosh, that person wants to see more of me being on a screen for them to watch. Oh my god, they're asking me in person why I'm not recording something so that they can watch on a screen. That's weird. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's I'm cool with strangers watching me and watching my ramblings, but I'm not cool with it being, people in my actual life. That's a step too far. What also sucked was that the last video I put out was kind of heavy, and they would ask about that, and I would be like, we'll talk about that later, probably in the next 5 minutes, give or take. It would be really funny if I planned it out for it to be 5 minutes from now exactly. I don't know if I'm that good at editing yet. I'm gonna try to put in more bells and whistles this time, though. Whee! Anyway, a lot of changes happening, like this. Yes, I cut it myself. Yes, one side is longer than the other, and it's only when I part it this way. Every other way, it's perfect, which was how it got like this, but unfortunately, I like parting it this way, so you're just gonna have to suffer like me, because I'm not gonna cut it again. I'm kind of banned from the scissors right now, because of this. Even though I could fix it! But whatever. I have also changed my major twice. I have a job at Wawa. Wawa. It's been 3 weeks. I don't know if it's supposed to have an S or not. People say the S, but the sign doesn't say the S, or at least not my sign. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm in an alternate reality where one version is Wawa's and the other is Wawa, and I have to figure out which one is right. And so, there's a version of me in the Wawa's universe that belongs in the Wawa universe, and there's a version of me that's in the Wawa's universe that belongs in the Wawa universe. And then we have to work together somehow without interacting, because I would ruin the space-time continuum, and we have to work together to get to the right Wawa's. Cool. I also have moved. Again, I think I've moved every single video, or every other video. Some amount of videos. A lot more than I should. But I think this is going to be the final place, mostly because I got a light that I just looked into, because I'm so stupid. Ow. Yeah, so I got a new light. It is very bright, and it is for this. And maybe next time I will get a camera and or a mic so that I look and sound pretty. And the only free plug we had was in this room, my bedroom, with my lovely dresser and my lovely corner. Do you guys sleep in a corner? I sleep in a corner. I think it's correct, because you have to protect yourself from predators, and having 2 walls that are open that you can fight people through is better than 3 walls. Because, what if a bear comes in the middle of the night and attacks you? Bears are nice. I shouldn't say bears. What if, a man comes in? That was too real. I apologize. Anyway, so, my last video. Right. Afterwards, I thought about it, and I was like, I have to talk to Maureen. I got it. It's important. And I went up to her, and I was trying to be all sneaky, but not like a mean sneaky, like a friendly sneaky. Because, I wanted her to tell me. I didn't want to tell her that I knew something that if she didn't want to tell me, I wanted her to tell me, and that way I could then reveal that, oh, I've been new. So, I went up to her and I was like, hey, what's up, with a Z. And she straight up said, yeah, I heard everything you said. So we talked and we cried and we hugged. It was really nice. And I did a lot of the crying, which was a lot less nice because, you know, it was supposed to be like her moment. Kind of feel like I took away her moment. But yeah, she heard everything in my video, which I should have expected because it is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment that has 4 rooms. The kitchen, the living room, the bathroom, and the kitchen. I mean the bedroom. I'm sorry, I said kitchen twice. I mean the kitchen's important, but I didn't mean to say it twice. We don't have 2 kitchens. I wish we had 2 kitchens. I would love it if we had 2 kitchens. That would be incredible. Anyway, I feel like I said that a lot. I'm sorry. We can get to some questions that need answering. There were 6 of them, all by different people. Feel better, Leila. I don't know who that is. What's something that makes you happy? Geckos. Is that weird? I mean, you know, people are like, oh, cats, oh, dogs, but geckos. Consider it. Hey, what's your favorite movie? The Rescuers Down Under. No, I will not explain. Just know that it is the pinnacle of cinema, and you should know that. Everyone should know that. Spread the word. Go forth with my gospel. Do you have a BF? I think I had one back in elementary school, like before my whole gay awakening. Have you ever noticed how, like, all gay awakenings happen with, like, fictional animated characters, most of them anthropomorphic animals, which probably says a lot about the whole, like, mass growth of furries in society? Not that there's anything wrong with furries. Have I not mentioned that I'm gay? I don't think I mentioned that I'm gay. Oh no. Oh no. Drum roll. I am gay. Full homo. Absolute queer. 100% lesbo. Total dyke. It's great. You should come over to my side of the rainbow. We have, you know, the usual things. Discrimination, community infighting, harassment, you know, all the colors of the rainbow. Also, can we just talk about how the lesbian flag isn't as produced as the other flags? The lesbian flag deserves to be places. Put them in places, please. I want to buy some. I want to buy more. I have, like, only 2. I need 7. At least. More like 10. Probably 15. I don't know. The number keeps going up. But I will pay that if the product is produced. I've seen so many different, beautiful, artistic flags for different members of the community, and I so rarely see the lesbian flag, and it sucks. I don't want, like, just a normal pride flag. Like, that's great, but I have so many of them. We have a flag, and it's nowhere. Now, that's not to say that other flags don't have that issue. They do, but the lesbian flag definitely has that issue and needs to be put places. That's my tea of the video, just so you know. I'm sorry if that ran long. Where was I? Oh, right. What's on your spice rack? What spices? I must know. I have salt, and pepper, and paprika, and... Hold on a sec. I got some Pam cooking spray, some protein powder, corn syrup, dark corn syrup, yeast, lots of yeast, sprinkles, more sprinkles, some vanilla, some baking soda, some baking powder, some salt, Italian seasoning, more baking powder because you can't have too much baking powder, more yeast, cocoa powder, chicken bouillon, lot of pepper, cayenne pepper, whole oregano, some garlic powder, some paprika, pink salt because I'm fancy, poultry seasoning, onion powder, red pepper flakes that I got last month that I'm still like all the way through, cream of tartar, Italian seasoning, garlic salt, and more garlic powder, basil, hot cocoa, salted caramel to be exact, cinnamon, more cinnamon, I think it's the same container too, wow, and more onion powder. Then we have Miss Your Girl, Gurl. That's not a question, but I appreciate it. Real question, real answer. On the subject of black and white, who wore it better, penguin or panda? Zebra! And that is the end of the question portion of this video. If you want to ask me more questions, I might eventually have more answers. Probably not for a few more episodes though, because I don't want this to just be like a Q&A channel. That would be weird. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. I'll try to do stuff. I want to do stuff. If I can live another day at Wawa. Also, I want to complain real fast because I hate New England apartments. They suck. We have no air conditioning. Because, you know, this is a college lifestyle. We have like 4 rooms and no air conditioning. We have heat because it's New England and everything sucks in New England. But we do not have air conditioning and I am sweating like crazy. Like my scalp is filled with sweat. I have to take a shower like 5 times a day. That's an exaggeration. Of course it's an exaggeration. But still, I still look like a greasy, sweaty mess, and I don't want to look like a greasy, sweaty mess. I just want to look like me, like a happy-go-lucky person. Like, I am drained. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I've been drained this whole recording because I'm tired, because I have work, and then I also have to go home to a very, very hot apartment because we don't have any air conditioning. That's awful. So, I hope you liked the video. Bye. Also, I promise I'll get up the intro and make it good instead of, you know, my really, really bad version of it. That's in progress, and it's been in progress for 6 months. Has it been 6 months? Did I say that earlier? I don't know if I said that earlier. And I don't know if it's really 6 months. I'll have to check. It might be more, it might be less. It's probably more. More like 8 months? 8 months?